Hello, my fellow students.
Today I will be reminding you how these buttons work. I will also be teaching you how to get rid of certain things if you are a free user. So, if you didn't watch the first tutorial or you don't know how these buttons work too dang bad. So this right here is the first button and it moves all of the bones. Then this right here makes your character bounce. Oh, okay. So not everything needs to bounce. The next button we have is this button. And it basically makes whatever you have selected, it'll just remove that. But if you deselect it, then it'll remove everything. If you want to remove the movement, then you have to go specifically to the movement and remove it. But yeah, you have to remove these separately. I hope that makes sense. Then this button. So let's say I usually use this to get everything in place because like when you don't like I'm gonna show you what happens when you don't do this. So I'm gonna do this, right? For 4 thingies, and then for this one, I'm gonna have her arm just move up a little bit. Gonna do it for 2 frames like that. Oh shoot. Oh well, close enough. I'm gonna play it. See how sharp the movement is? But if I get rid of all of this, it's gonna move more slowly. So these last 2 buttons right here, I'm gonna go on the eyes because these are literally the only things that move. So I'm gonna remove the pupils with this button because you can pretty much remove anything with this button because if you don't need it, like if you have any extra objects or if you're doing facial, what the frick, facial expressions, it's great for that. So I removed the eyes and now I'm gonna show you how to use this. So if you merge any images together, you can like do this. Up here, you can add animations, you can move them, rename them, duplicate them. Something I do not recommend is moving them or renaming them if you have a older device or a laggier device because this will completely shut down the app. You're gonna have to reopen it. It's not gonna like do too much damage, but we don't want to risk it. So just don't do that. But if you have a newer device or if you have one that's working, then yeah, go for it. You could even test it out if you feel like your device can handle it, but you don't need it anyways. You don't really need it. It's nice to have though. It's right here. You can just add an animation. Like if you're already adding one, you might as well name it while you're making it versus renaming it. So I'm gonna name it Turtle because Turtle. And it gives you a whole fresh new animation. I'm gonna move her arm up again. And then what if I just duplicate it? Well, yeah, it's the same thing. Something else that's really helpful is this right here. Because it literally tells you what everything's for. But this right here, this tutorial, it's just actually showing you because some people don't work well with this. Especially me. It took me a very long time to really get a good hold of this app. Then, of course, how you export is right here. If you want a GIF, then, this right here. And if you want a video here, you can loop it. you can let me quit acting like there's any more you can do other than looping it. I'm gonna be telling you how I export and make it so that all the extra stuff we don't want in the video isn't in the video. Wink, wink. Anyways, you're gonna want to actually add this in first. Oh wait, it's not big enough. Okay, well you want it to cover your entire character. You actually want to make like a pretty huge canvas space out of just these. Depending on the colors of your character, that's what color your background should be, but it should be something that you can use chroma key on. Since my character has a lot of pink and blue, I'm going to be using green. So I'm going to put this behind her. Okay, then move on to the next section. You want to put the canvas before you animate so that this doesn't happen. Oh, well, it looks fine, but there's cases where your character will go fully out the box, and that's a problem. So now so we're gonna pretend I haven't paid for any of the paid features. I'm gonna put the signature there. And then I don't know if this is here for everyone, but depending on where this thing is, that's where you're gonna wanna put extra of the background. I think that makes sense. So I'm gonna make my background the same color as the color of the background I put in. I'm gonna turn this off too because this isn't available for people who didn't pay. I'm gonna export it. And see? This is a problem. So I gotta fix this a bit. But you're basically just doing this until you fully get it you don't want that on your character. You want it as far as you can possibly get it without ruining the quality of your animation. So I think this is the best I can get. So I'm then gonna save it. You can also rename it if you want to. Yarg! Save it. If you don't see this, you did something wrong. Try again. And now we're gonna be going into the editing app. Okay, so right now I'm using CapCut. You can use whatever you want as long as it's able to do chroma key and crop. So you're gonna want to already have a background. So first I'm gonna start off with cropping. And I'm gonna get rid of this without cutting off the animation. So let's see. It's kind of cutting right there by the foot area. Okay, there we go. We can also cut off this access too. Gotta add that back. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now, the chroma key. You're then gonna adjust it and pray that it looks good. Oh my gosh, Pie. I don't like I don't like how ugly it looks. Well, do not worry. I have an idea. Oh, get on somewhere. You can always save your video and just put an effect over it to make it look less awful, I guess. So I'm gonna do this one. That method that I just showed you is only if you can't get rid of the stuff you don't want. So if you just so happen to like had purchased. Let me show you. Now, of course, if you bought this right here, don't buy these. It's wasting your money. Literally, this is $2. This is $2. This is $1. That's $5. You won't need all the green stuff in the back. You can just remove the signature and, of course, raise the quality. And yeah,